So I've been enjoying caving lately, and I'd heard about this cave, Deadhorse Cave, for quite some time. Well, I hear about a lot of caves, but caves are difficult to find because they don't like to map them or give directions. But I found them. I found directions to this cave and a map, and had heard it had a really tight choke point entrance. Bring up the rear. That's a cool entrance, huh?
Yeah. Boy, these kids are...
There's the Rathole. Oh, that's the Rathole.
What about that way? Can we go that way? I don't want to go there.
I want to go in there.
Go, we're going. Like, it just scares me to the point, like, okay, there's something there.
This is the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Go in the correct direction down here.
And it's opened up, right?
Awesome.
Okay. And that's where it opens up, right there. Okay, I'm going in next. Here, Pop, Calvin, take the camera.
Yeah.
I'll lower it down, Pop, on each of them.
I have seen people go through this face first, if it interests anyone, which I'm sure it doesn't. Here's Jacob's little legs. Now everybody's tendency coming down this is they don't want to extend themselves or lay flat, and Jacob is small enough where he could just about turn sideways. You can see it's not that tight. Now I can't do that. Okay, you're good. Go past me. And this is Joel, and Joel goes caving with us too a lot. Stretch your legs out. Don't try to crab down there. Start moving this way. Stay one direction. Don't go to your side. You're fine. You're fine, buddy. Keep going. Crab walk that out. But if you make it through the Rathole entrance, this is the rope. It's down from there.
I went down head first. You guys were weenies.
You didn't.
I watched.
Went down a slide.
And you'll notice throughout the video, there's a few sections where there's random extra people, and that's because I went a couple times and I compiled the video, mostly of Jacob and I, but I used the other portions of video to fill in the storyline. It is considered a maze cave because while the length of the cave is about a half a mile long, as far as end to end, but there are so many side caves like this that go on for quite some distance, and they'll even tunnel off to other areas, that the total length is something like 15,000 feet and perhaps much more.
It's cool. Someone else's.
Look at this. It's huge.
Yeah. Be careful, don't get your feet wet. The creek.
We carved little fun things. Look at this. It's a water slide.
Is that tight? Can you go around?
So this was just a little hole we found inside another hole above the river, and we didn't have the time to explore everything, but everything just connects to something else, and so you can explore in most rooms.
Oh my goodness! I don't think this is mapped.
Down and up. I can take up.
How did we miss this? This is the river.
Up and continue.
Yeah, reconnects the river there.
Wait, one sec.
Does that reconnect with the river, or does it just go down?
It continues and it goes back and forth for a long way. Now.
Actually, I suppose I can wait it out. Not really.
The crab walk is something you will probably want to do in a lot of these caves when you get tired of going on your elbows and knees. And here's a hole in the ceiling that Jacob and I found. Well, Jacob spotted it. And because there's two of us, I can lift him in. Which initially, that's all we did, is I put him up there and let him crawl around. And you'll see there's a second portion of this video where I went in with other friends and They helped lift me up in there. Again, a person could crawl up in there and back down on their own, but you're safer with
Totally fine.
assistance.
Good to go. That's my back. That's my shoulder.
The big freaking tube.
So there's just a hole in the ceiling. It's not a very big hole. And we decided
Alright,
to
guys. I'm in a tube. Calvin.
see how far back that
Down
went.
there
Hey, buddy.
with the public.
Love you.
Everyone in there. And I stuck up here.
Boy, these do go back a ways. I have this. Let me switch out my feet.
Okay. So it splits into two.
The question arose for us,
Which one, guys? Left or right?
why do you like it? Because there are some people that they go in caves, they absolutely don't like it, they don't want to go back. There are others that go and they like them immediately. It's interesting, and I understand it's very niche to like hiking inside a cave, but some people really enjoy it. But both Jacob and my experiences, we got into some pretty tight spaces that we really had a hard time getting through. And it's uncomfortable, and it induces panic. And you get out and you go home and you think about it, and you think, I didn't like that, but I want more of it. And we were trying to figure out what is that mechanism. It's partly related to just having a thrill, like skydiving, where on some level, the enjoyment is that there is a chance that you don't make it, that you get lost or you die. And you won't, but the moment that panic starts to set in, that's not something you want, but it's still a thrill that's terrifying. And then once you make it out, you have the peace and the calm of being on your way home and having done something that you could have gotten in trouble doing. I mean, and it's strangely satisfying. And the tighter the space, the more lost you are,
Awesome!
the greater this is. So
You drop down to the rock.
Turn around.
Don't push too much.
Spin him around.
Probably have to be careful not to get yourself addicted to that kind of thrill, but the fact of the matter is, there are some things in life which contain thrills that nothing else, that exists nowhere else. No thrill like that which exists anywhere else.
And it gets tight. It gets tight.
Oh, I don't remember this. Yes, I do.
This portion of the video, the Masochist Maze, is a portion of the cave which, even if you had a map, I'm not sure what purpose it would serve, because these rooms go out and they spread out unlike anything I've ever seen, where you'll go into a room and it'll have 5 or 6 outlets.
Turning up the TV pads. I'm at help pad.
Yep.
Yes, they work.
That's what they're for.
Oh my goodness.
To the Masochist Cave.
Holy.
Pick a direction.
How about up in here?
And those outlets will each go a great distance, and maybe one of them will immediately become 5 or 6 outlets again. And some of those will wind around to previous places, and some go on down long corridors.
Whoa.
Pick away.
Oh, it's got into another cave this way.
Okay.
And your ability to get lost is immediate.
Keep moving.
Where's the exit?
See if you can get us out of here.
Okay.
There's this hole over here,
Yeah.
and then to the right of Jacob,
There's 2 more.
there's the ground hole, that hole, this hole.
It also goes behind Joel back in there.
I'm gonna go around there and look.
Back in there.
Back in that hole. These are full caves. This cave, that cave, and you can go these
It
ways.
splits into 2 over here.
Loops in this one.
This is how you get lost,
It goes
guys.
back in here.
This is how you get lost in
That
a
way's not gonna
hurry.
be
They all loop together.
But I know that there's a way out of here. So I'm guessing. We found the way out. We don't like it.
Jacob and I, on our first occasion through here, just kept going and going and going, and we were just...
We found this from the inside of the cave. Dude.
Well, we were looking for a way out. I didn't think we'd find one, but we crawled and crawled and crawled down one passageway. And then up in the ceiling it's not really a hole, it's more of like some breakdown that I sandwiched myself through, and I saw some leaves. And it took my mind a bit to come to the conclusion that those leaves were probably from an outside source and had to be carried into the cave only a short distance, which meant there had to be a hole. But I had to put myself up in that little crevice before I would know for sure. And that was uncomfortable. So I wedged myself up in this little crack. It was dirt and mud. And then I could see the light. And so we tunneled through here, and it looks like it's been dug out at some point. Who knows how long ago. And we came up 200 feet from the original entrance.
Hang on, little buddy.
And we were so confused. My GPS, GPS don't lie. And then I found a newer version of the map of the cave that showed that we were in fact on one of the newer arms that had been discovered in the
I don't know where the
cave,
truck's at.
and a new hole that had been dug.
Gotta make a choice.
Choice has been made. I don't freaking care. I want to get out of here. A hole in the ground?
I don't know where the truck's at.
Here. We don't know where the road is.
Look how dirty we are.
We're alive.
Look at me. But seriously, look at this hole.
One arm. I'm gonna continue a ways. Just listen. Listen for my voice. I think it's on the exit. What the heck?
This is called the echo chamber for, no particular reason. Now the day bleeds into nightfall. I can't sing, but the echo's great. Oh.